Disaster Risk Management in Cape Town says that teams are currently busy assessing flood damage after recent rainfall across the city of Cape Town. I'm at the Disaster Risk Centre at the moment, speaking to the head of the centre, Dr. Johan Mini. Dr. Mini, very warm good day to you. Of course, we've seen some rainfall over Cape Town. Yes, it's winter, but also we often see that lower-lying areas, that informal settlements, etc., experience some difficulty over this time. With regards to your reports that you've received on, I don't want to call it flood damage, but in terms of rain damage, what do you have at the moment in terms of Cape Town?
Yeah, well, we've been operating under level 2 warnings for wind and weather from the South African Weather Service for this week. And there has been impacts, but there's been no life-threatening emergencies reported, but disruptive flooding has been reported in areas like Kailicha, Overcome Heights, Kalk Bay, Sea Point even, and Belgravia. And although it's not life-threatening, it's discomfort and it's disruptive. So we are assisting where we can in terms of humanitarian relief, along with our disaster relief partners. And the city's engineering crews that form part of the winter readiness response and the restructure are busy mitigating those effects of the flooding and mudslides in certain areas. We are expecting, or we've received warnings of today and tomorrow still with strong winds, and then from Sunday, stormy weather again. So we would appeal to members of the public to be very careful, to pay close attention to the warnings, and to be careful on the roads.
We've just been to Fakiskraal, there's the Belgravia that you mentioned earlier on. Residents, they are telling us that they've not yet received any form of assistance. And of course, we know that there is an ongoing issue around relocating that informal settlement. What kind of assistance are you offering people in the lower lying and informal areas, given the fact that more rain is on the cards for the rest of this week?
Yeah, the people most vulnerable to flooding due to stormwater in the city of Cape Town are people in informal structures, informal settlements. This is a phenomenon across the city, and all these people are regularly impacted because of a lack of drainage, because of settlements being inside areas where water will naturally accumulate over winter. So the assistance we are helping with is we look at engineering measures, whatever can be done to improve the drainage from the area. And then the city's disaster relief partners, the NGOs, assist with soft relief.
Of course, you've also sent out, I suppose, message, advice to residents. You usually do during this time of year. So what can people do to prevent flooding or to minimize the risk of this inclement weather?
Yes, the basic thing is just good housekeeping for all residents, except for those out and about on the roads, of course, to be very careful for the wind and for rain. Around your house, to make sure that your gutters are clean, the stormwater can travel from your roof into the stormwater system, that stormwater can drain from your plot or from your property. And if you have problems, to actually dig trenches, make sure the water can flow away. So that's the advice we would give.
No reports of electricity outages yet, but of course there is still some strong wind on its way. Efforts that you can or have taken to mitigate that impact?
Yeah, so electricity is one of the infrastructure networks that can be affected by severe weather, and our services are, especially our energy colleagues, are always looking out for any outages and dealing with them. In terms of the public side, we would like to encourage people who have trees that can affect power lines to also trim them regularly and make sure that they don't affect the power lines.